Hey Capricorn, today we're doing your love read. This is for anyone Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Capricorn. So, Capricorn, we're going to dive into whatever spirit wants to guide. This is, a lot of you are really feeling or finding it hard to balance. But I feel a lot of you just in a state of disappointment. So in the area of love, there's disappointment here, and you're purging. I feel like Capricorns are experiencing an awakening, a dark night of the soul. And if you've been to a few, they never end. They're mini ones. And I think Spirit always sets us up for the next stage. But the one positive thing I can say is I do feel you're aligning, because I did see the star during meditation. So that just means that there's a healing process, but back to yourself. So there's always more information Spirit likes to give us, whatever is going on, especially when it comes to love. Yeah. Rough. We've got deception. And I really feel someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So there's a false self mask here that's being dropped here. Now, take this into consideration, Capricorn. This could be you experiencing with your current person, your ex, or this could also be an energy around you and your connection, and it's happening around, like it's happening to your person and their ex is having an issue. Or you're with a great person and you're having an ex and your ex doesn't let you, but release the ex. Yes, this is still lingering. Some of you are just releasing. This is your story where you're actually releasing somebody. Pay attention to the red flags and forgiving and learning. So this is clearly a very intense reading, as I knew it was gonna be. I feel like there's during meditation, I just felt an energy of a roller coaster. So you're finding your balance, and as Capricorns would, because there's nothing more uncomfortable for a Capricorn is to not feel grounded, and we need to capture groundedness in some levels in some areas. And sometimes when we give our hearts, it spills over in other areas, and you're not going to have the energy to probably see other people. So I think Capricorns tend to embrace their sister sign, Virgo, hermit energy in these times, and kind of want to be alone and kind of want to be quiet, which is also okay, right? So there's a lot that you're going to be releasing with this forgiving and learning, and more about forgiving yourself, transitioning. It really is like an epiphany. I do feel Tower energy, but Spirit always gives us something for a reason. So let's see. We got all of us. Yes. I need patience, temperance. So we see this all the time. I'm already seeing we have 4 major arcanas and then a third eye. This, to me, this is the awakening. This is when your eye is opening. So clearly to me, this is speaking loudly, and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness. And the sun. There goes the sun. Capricorn, and there goes the choices, and there you go, my 9 of Pentacles. You guys are my 9 of Pentacles. There's a really big transition, and these are never hard, and also we're not in control of this. So whatever's happening is happening in the order it needs to happen with the temperance here. And it's one of those things that it's fated, but it's going to lead you to more clarity with the sun and more enlightenment, more illumination. So of course, third eye, all this is happening as a mirror. Intuition here, High Priestess, very spiritual. Yes, it is. Devil energy, there you go, that's you. When the major arcana of the own sign shows up, this is strong energy about what we're coping with. One, it definitely tells me this is a Capricorn read. And 2, it also shows me this represents your light and your shadows, because we all embody light and shadow. And then of course, Empress energy. This is what you're becoming whole again. You will become whole again. You have to know your worth, and I know you know your worth. This is about the purge. I feel the devil energy is definitely a purge. I feel this whole situation is a purge. All right, I've got to brace myself for this reading. Oh, I wanted to pull the spiritual oracle, so soul alignment. There's an integration of yourself and your soul's purpose happening at the same time. I mean, that's exactly what happens when the soul begins to align. Wow, the card just moved. You guys didn't see it, but spend time in nature. Retreat from your busy life and connect with wildlife and Mother Earth in its raw and beautiful form. So this again represents the time alone, that hermit energy. If anything, we're speaking to your need for hermit. Bottom of that is self-care, and bottom of that is recovery, and bottom of that is divine timing, again with the temperance. So a lot of self-care. I know I sound like a broken record at this point, Capricorn, but I have to. This came, yes. Guys, if you guys saw the, I believe it was the retrograde reading, but it doesn't even matter. This came out too. Spiritual places. Experience a retreat or other spiritual place with the like-minded souls to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. There's so much about retreat here with the spend time with nature. So Capricorn, your soul definitely needs a lot of retreating. You have heightened awareness. Yes, this is definitely bringing you more information. You're intuitively, High Priestess, sensing something is shifting beneath the surface, and you are right. Yes, Capricorn, you are right. Something is definitely shifting. I'm actually, the void, I'm actually happy to see this card because Capricorn, even with myself, sometimes I can't explain what this is. So the void here, there is a gap in time, space, or other perception during which things are working beneath the surface. Let it be. And there's like this weird, the only way to explain, there's this weird void of just uncertainty and just not knowing where things are going. And the spirit is loudly saying here, it's happening beneath the surface. So they're the ones doing it, which speaks on the major arcanas that we have no control over. So spirits are saying, let it be. Temperance again with patience. Let it just kind of do its thing. They showing us the Wheel of Fortune. Let the wheel kind of work for us, and then igniting your passions, which I do feel with this Empress energy, that after all this, there's this, there's just going to be a new vibrancy within yourself. So find that something or someone that speaks to your heart, lift your mood, and sparks your creativity. If related to work, do what you love. And so there's definitely a shift of where you're putting your energy to, and all this is moving you through this shift. Ooh, Capricorn, you already have me out of breath. All right, so let's get into some clarifiers here. Spirit, give me more on this third eye. Oh, wow. Clearly Judgment. We have another major arcana. So Judgment, this is spirit working to your favor. Again, Capricorn energy, just to stabilize. We're regrounding here, Capricorn, and this just speaks to what's happening. The Chariot here, the Three of Swords, and the King of Swords. You guys could have been dealing with a Cancer, a Capricorn, a Libra, a Pisces, air sign here, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. But this separation, if a lot of you, this X, we're obviously, there's an X happening, there's a separation happening, and it's happening for a reason. And the mirror here is to show you, one, also your lessons behind this. I feel always self-worth, right? Because I feel like the Chariot is the lesson here. So let's see what the child is showing us. The Chariot is the child of mother and father. Yes, so energy is flowing. Eight of Wands. It's the two fastest energy is the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. Give me more on the Chariot. So that means this just confirms energy is shifting and moving. Nine of Cups. Yes. Minor arcana of Hermit for emotional fulfillment. This is about your finding your happiness again. This is to bring you whatever's mirroring is showing you, is this really making you happy? What's causing these Three of Swords? Give me more on the Three of Swords. You know, for some of you, Chariot can represent work related. And there we go, Hermit energy again. So this is the I don't know. Three of Swords. You're sorting it out. Two of Pentacles and Hermit. This mirror is for you to sort it out. This mirror, this third eye is for you to see, to sit with yourself. Again, you guys know the Hermit, 2 nines. To sit with yourself, to sort it out. I think this is a time to nurture your space, to really see things for what they are. You know, get the clarity you need. We do have Tower here, so maybe some of the epiphany. There goes the Tower I was speaking about. You know, so something definitely coming to some kind of realization, clarity here. Okay, more of this King of Swords. And you taking charge, like you're going to cut away. There's like a clear decision. You're going to become very clear in the mind with this King of Swords. Wow. Yeah, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. So this embodies strong air signs. You're going to detach yourself from the situation. You're very clear about a new beginning here. 10 of Pentacles and the Fool. This is your standard for a new real relationship, real love. Also, I'm not thinking, like, this feels like everything, you guys. So this could also be an indication of this spilling over your life and you taking back a lot of logical approaches. This is non-emotional. You've got King and Queen of Swords. So this is non-emotional about, it's almost like seeing your emotions from an observer perspective with the hermits, right? So you're seeing on a hermit level, you're observing your own emotions in this time. And the third eye is about spirit wanting you to observe yourself and really what is bringing you emotional fulfillment with that 9 of Cups. Okay, more this 9, High Priestess. Why the High Priestess here? You know, this is a lot of spending time alone. And to me, this High Priestess is screaming the needs of retreat here and a lot of quiet time combined with this Hermit. Okay, more on this High Priestess. You know, this is also like gaining, this is increasing your level of intuition here about how you've been feeling, about what you've been investing your time in. Wow. So Page of Pentacles, yeah, what you're investing your time in, where you're putting your efforts, you're putting to end any of those things. You're also just shifting and changing. And like I said, this is a spiritual awakening. So an epiphany is happening here about what we were, you know, the illusions, what we thought could be, maybe is not being, maybe we were in our headspace about something and it's not turning out. A lot of rest time to rethink here with the 4 of Swords. So clearly walking away of this connection to me is the key here. A lot of you are seeing the red flags. Also, Page of Pentacles represents the lack of investment of this person. So give me more of this Page of Pentacles. You know, it's not enough work, you know, that this person is giving you, right? Yeah. 4 of Cups. Always left, this is the uncertainty, the Moon. Always left like not knowing, and it's like they're just not emotionally fulfilling. Whatever they give is it's just not, it's a disappointment. It's just a huge disappointment, Capricorn. So give me more of this Death energy. Why the Death? And you're awakening to that, and you're getting your mind clear, and you're just putting things in perspective. Yeah, giving yourself time. Tower again. 7 of Pentacles. Yep, there goes my 9 of Pentacles. You will get back. Like at the end of the day, Capricorn, you know what to do, and you know how to stabilize your life. You know how to reground your spirit, your soul, and this time of away, you know, is a space to rethink, reroute. Some of these pentacles need to change, and what you thought was is probably not going to be. And that's just how spirit tends to communicate to us. There's no need to be, you know, we can mourn it. Let the grief happen, because I feel like an old strategy is changing. We're re-strategizing, and that's why spirit is saying pay attention to the flags at this point. And then just forgive and learn. This is a learning experience. Take what it is. Take it, you know, take what you have to, and just move to the next stage for yourself. Give me more on this Devil. Devil. So we have the Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, and then we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Queen of Pentacles. So clearly waiting for this relationship. There's an obsession, probably a huge desire here. Some of you is an ex. So this ex, right, it's this desire to have this connection with this person. For some of you, this is your person has someone in their surrounding. Their ex could be a baby mom, right? Someone they were married to who doesn't want to let them go. This is a bondage here with the Devil. The past is clinging, and I feel like there's a need to let go here because it's, I mean, look at all this other energy here. It's showing you the flag, like the red flags are here about the situation. Give me more of the Six of Cups. If you have Five of Swords, Nine of Swords, it's just not, it's more struggle than anything. If you're dealing with if your person's dealing with a baby mama, someone they have kids with, this is just an energy they're in. They don't know how to release this. And I feel this whole transition is calling for the end of this relationship. Here more of this Hierophant. Yeah, the Lovers. I think there's a choice, right? So either you're the other person here, right? You're their person, you're with your person, and your person has walked away. But it's almost like not willing to let go. If this is a situation where this is a past ex, obviously the person's choosing you, Capricorn, but you're feeling the pains of this. There's an ex that's not really ready to let go here, clearly. Getting more of this Four of Wands. Yeah, Seven of Cups. So clearly knowing that they're in another commitment, that there is options here, but also maybe still dreamy. Again, the illusion of having this commitment with your person, or your person having a commitment with you, whoever you're releasing. So this person maybe is giving you a hard time of letting you go. So if this is you, this is a person who's just giving you a hard time of letting go. And this is why these emotional transitions happen. Because we've got a lot of thinking to do. And how much, you know, it's not satisfying. It's a disappointment. Get more of the Empress energy. Get more of this Empress energy. My Capricorns, you guys really have been working on yourself. And this is why I know, like, whatever it is, however this energy pans out, you've been in this Nine of Pentacles for a long time. So you're going to know how to come out of this really quickly, which is why I see the Empress. This is pre-Empress energy. Nine of Pentacles is pre-Empress energy. Give me more of this Empress, please. Ten of Cups. Yeah. You're going to know what to do. You're going to know what to do. Give me more of this Empress. Ooh. Spirit, what is going on? All right. Two of Pentacles. You're going to know what to do. This is a decision that needs to be made. And again, we're back to the Nine of Pentacles here. So back to your emotional fulfillment. So this is a lot about you finding your happiness. Maybe some of you are just in the space of needing to decide because, like we said, you're still in the space of figuring it out with the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, right? The Hermit. There's like information coming to you, the third eye, right? So we're back to the Two of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups again. So you're emotionally feeling, and you know that it's about your Ten of Cups. And if this relationship is not everything and, you know, like what it needs to be, then you're not about it either. I don't feel like I have to clarify anything else here, Capricorn. I'm gonna clarify this release your ex with another deck here. Give me more on this release your ex. The Empress and the Two of Cups. So this to me shows, one, this is the Empress looking for happiness, and a more emotional fulfillment. So this is you looking for a more emotional fulfillment. I don't have to do reversals. This is also you putting yourself first and releasing this connection if it's not going to go anywhere. For those of you that, if this is your surrounding or your person dealing with a baby mama, they're obviously going to choose you, and this person is not accepting that there is another person. It's a you, because clearly there's another person here. There's an Empress. There's another relationship here, and there goes the Two of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So, and there's movement and the Ten of Pentacles. So clearly, letting go of their ex is really they're having a hard time with what's happening. And you know, this third eye energy also reflects them. So there's so much that's happening here, Capricorn. If you guys are going through these motions where you have a person also releasing, because this is a big theme in all the readings, to be honest, where there's a closure. So all the retrogrades in the cosmos, that's why I know this is really a spiritual path. So Capricorn, you're just being asked to really sit with yourself a lot and find, to just understand the void, the uncertainty of what's happening. Certain things are going to feel very disappointing if you're letting go of this person. You just came to some level of clarity that this is someone you need to really, really let go, and you need to like no longer invest. And if this is your person dealing with an ex, then you know that this ex, they're choosing you, and they have to let go whoever this ex is, which obviously clearly is there. There's just an energy of not accepting. So I want to pull an energy of abundance guidance for you guys to see, because I don't feel like this is just spilling over in one area. So give me an abundance guidance for our Capricorns. This is like a waiting period for a lot of you. Happiness is obviously here. So visualize abundance in all forms. I mean, could this not represent Empress with the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Cups? So this is like, whatever is happening here, still visualize abundance in all forms. This is confirmation here, Capricorn. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually becomes reality. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthful, positive, and filled with blessings. And that is what you will experience, and it will. I mean, Empress is here. It's like Spirit is just saying, either way, this is what's happening is going to work in your favor. Again, Wheel of Fortune. So be patient, Wheel of Fortune and the Sun. Either way, it's a blessing. And your power that you've been in, again, pre-Empress energy, you've been in a while, you've been embodying extremely strong energy, that this is still a soul alignment. So your soul is constantly working towards this goal. So let's see what the blockages is here. Remember who you are and where you come from. Yes, we just talked about it. Moving on, don't look back. You're not going that way. Yep. So for some of you, obviously you're releasing this ex. You're not looking that way anymore. And for some of you, this is your person who has a baby mama or ex, whatever, that just can't let them go. But your person is not looking back, and yep, create the reality of your dreams. That's what you're doing. This is about your dreams, your goals. We've been on this journey for some time, and your focus is to create your abundance. Your focus is to shift that energy. But sometimes we have to go through harsh energies like this in order to move. If anything, Capricorn, what this does is it just, you know, sometimes, honestly, I think this is all the time, until our emotional body catches on to being able to see things ahead, right? Because the spiritual journey kind of gives you information beforehand, so you can kind of foretell what can happen in the future, right? And our emotional body, you know, experiences are given to us to feed information to our emotional body to better judge and better make decisions much faster. So these death energies that we experience, these epiphanies, these awakenings that we experience, move us through igniting our soul much quicker, right? So something is working towards your favor, and sometimes it, you know, a lot of the times it comes through pain and discomfort, but this is moving you through, yeah. So back to passions again. There is a burning fire inside of you waiting to come out. Time to get creative and work on what brings you joy and happiness. Doing what you love will give you energy and will attract like-hearted people to you. That's exactly what's happening here. It's moving you to where you need to be. There's so much about creativity. Create the reality of dreams. You're in creation. Visualize abundance in all forms. Everything is moving you through. And yeah, bottom of the deck is illusions. So this is whatever was elusive is going away. You might be fooling yourself or others are fooling you. Don't let your mind or someone else put lies into your head. You know your own truth. Be careful of people who don't have any integrity. Take off the blindfold and see what is real. And you know, there's a need to see what is real. The illusions are coming down. I do feel the Seven of Cups. We saw it twice. But, you know, someone has to, our souls work in tangent, right? And so one soul is releasing, but it's also illuminating another soul. And that's just how the movement of experience, you know, kind of walks our soul through growth. So we're going to get one more guidance for you here, Capricorn. Let's see. Shatter. Wow. The things that shatter you and break your heart can open your eyes. And that's exactly what this third eye is. So a lot of you, this broken heart, this illumination, it really is to open your eyes and to move you through the next cycle of what speaks to your soul. This past energy, this energy that you're transitioning from is no longer going to be in alignment with your soul. Once you get through this part, it's not gonna match. So listen to it, respect the void, because so much uncertainty will come from it. And Spirit is saying there is a gap in time and space or other perception during which things are working beneath the surface. So let it be. You know, there's a lot that you just have to let be. So I love you. Please like, share, subscribe.